contributing to his incarceration. If you're okay.
Yeah, I'll
Bishop.
speak to that at a very high level. Um, from our view and millions of people's view, he was unjustly incarcerated on a charge of brandishing and assaulting federal officers. Arrested 3 months after they said he did it, which seemed to be doctored footage from the night before the what we call the Louisville um, the uh, the um, the a formation in Louisville, excuse me, the Kentucky Derby formation we call it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was sentenced per the Joe Biden crime bill. That's why he got 7 years.
Yep.
Most of us were in the courtroom, and when you saw the judge, you could tell the judge didn't want to give him that time. You could
Right.
literally see
Said
it
it.
on his face.
Yeah,
The judge said I don't want to give you this time, but I have no choice, but I have to give you 7 years.
Why?
Per,
Why
per,
did he have to?
because of the Biden crime bill. The Biden crime bill
Yes.
is law.
That
So
94
you
crime bill.
get
Yeah.
automatically 7 years if you are convicted of what they call insulting or impeding a federal officer. That was
Now,
a way of locking up our folks if they were able to trump up charges based on the Biden crime bill.
so let me ask you, what was the exact act that they said he did? Because I think you explained that to me before.
Assault, assaulting, assaulting and impeding a federal law enforcement officer. They were on the roof. They were on the roof. He shined a flashlight at the roof attached to his rifle because there were snipers on the roof. At that time, everybody who was in Louisville at 2020 knows exactly what was going on. Nothing happened. Police actually came out and greeted him because he was coordinating with the police on all the formations. Three
facts.
months later, 60 law enforcement officers break down his door and arrest him. 60. And then put the cone of silence over the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because no, yeah. So, do you think that was why? Why do you think that happened? Was it like political? Was he gaining too much traction? Was he,
Tell you what
getting?
happened. I'll tell you why it happened. They saw what was coming next. What was coming next from Grandmaster Jay? We had done a bunch of successful formations. What was coming next was a demonstration of a nation within a nation. So a demonstration of a black nation. Grandmaster Jay called it the million guns march.
Gun
So it was
formation.
what,
They mean one
yeah,
million gun formation.
yeah. So it was one of those things where it was going to be a demonstration of the black nation. In order to get, let me go here. You can't get reparations from yourself. You
Right.
have to be your own independent country before you can get reparations. If we sue the federal government for reparations, we're just suing ourselves. We can't do that. They're never going to give it to you. So you have to go through the UN, demonstrate that you are a nation being held against your will with inside this nation. Only then can you sue the federal government for reparations. That's the path that Grandmaster Jay was going on. The demonstration of the nation, to file with the United Nations to say, yes, there is a whole black nation trapped with inside of the United States that needs reparations. That's the only way that you can get reparations. All these other fly by night plans that people are talking about is crazy. Makes zero sense legally or logically.
Now,
So
Yeah,
somebody
that's
let me
what's
said,
let me
happening.
ju- let me just jump in real quick, Commander Corporate Kickers.
Right.
Thank you, brother, for what you're doing. Yeah, reparations paid by nation or country. It's not, reparations not paid by citizens. Okay, so you had to have at least a country or nation for you to start a claim of reparation. You cannot just go over there, single union or group of people and say, hey, we want to get paid. Let's go fight this paperwork. It doesn't work that way, you know.